Howdy folks, it's Creeps, and today we're in Centerville, Maryland. Crow has a dentist appointment. So while they're in there, I'm gonna drive around and see what kind of things I can find here in Centerville, Maryland. So, how about joining me, huh? Okay, up to the drive-through. Taco Bell. Like freaking 5 miles away. Can't adjust now. I got a guy behind me. So I have no idea what's here. I'm gonna have to pull up MapQuest, Google Maps rather, and look, you know, and see what I want to go to see. So I'm gonna go back to the dentist office and park in the parking lot, and because I want to use that as my hub. And then I'll pull up Google Maps, and we'll see what we have here. We'll see what we have here to do. Okay. Oh, take a long time. So frozen coffee is going to hit the spot. I said I was getting a little wiggy, and usually when you're getting wiggy, coffee doesn't help. But I also have a headache starting because I didn't get a lot of coffee this morning. So I usually drink a couple cups in the morning, and then I don't drink any caffeine for the rest of the day. It's after 1, but we had a crazy morning. We're in Centerville. It's an hour and a half away from our house, but it's the closest dentist that takes Delta Dental Insurance. Thank you. Wow. Grand Canyon down there.
It'll be right out for you, dear.
Thank you. Okay. Paid for it. All done. So what was I talking about? I don't remember. I don't remember. Hey, I got all my teeth in today. I'm slowly working with the bottom ones, getting adjustments and getting used to them being in and getting used to talking. So I'm starting to look more like I used to look, but I'm still talking different because I have a lot of bulk in there. So it takes some getting used to and being able to not, you know, make your S's squeal and your lisping go. And here we go. The window opened. Here we go. And it's not even for me. So yeah, I'm gonna use that, going back to the dentist, I'm gonna use that as a hub. And we're gonna get this thing done. So I'm excited. I'm excited to do something different. I'm excited to do something off the cuff. There might be nothing here, I don't know. But if there is, I'm gonna find it. Wow, it's taking a long time to make this thing. It better be good. I have a whole car behind me.
There you are, dear.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
You too. I got a salted caramel something. Express, shaken express. Oh. Yes, this is gonna hit the spot. The reason that I don't do, coffee after, what is this guy doing? He's just sitting at the red light on the road. Okay. It's a lady, it's a little old lady. There she goes. I was worried about her. It's a little old lady. She's just sitting in the middle of the road. So I was going to go back and see if she was okay, but she pulled out. She's behind me now. We're all good. We're all good. I'm going to put up the window so that you can hear me. I have to talk loud. I have to pretend I'm on a stage again. I can do it. Alright, so far I found a Dunkin' Donuts, a Taco Bell, a Walgreens, a Food Lion, a McDonald's, an Ace Hardware, an AutoZone, a bunch of a tanning place, a nail place, a hair place, and a place to buy beer, wine, and spirits. Which is interesting, because we are in Maryland. I guess it's different in different places. When I grew up, and anytime I ever was in Maryland, I got all the spirits in the same place. So it was your alcohol, your whiskeys, and your vodkas, and things like that, and your beer, all in the same store. Now here it seems to be the same way. But in Salisbury, it's a little interesting, because did I come in the right one? This is Compass. We're supposed to be over there. I don't know. Let's come in here and see. This looks right. I don't know. So, yeah, I think this is it. No, that's Compass Administration. I'm in the wrong place. See, I got lost already, which I never do. But the reason that I don't do caffeine past morning usually is because I take atorvastatin for cholesterol, and it doesn't work well if you're drinking caffeine. So let's go this way. So, oh shit, I'm talking and not paying a bit of attention. Alright, let me turn around. Ooh, big ass tractor. I always wanted to drive under one of them. I had a little car once, so I could. And this looks like, okay, so I take atorvastatin for cholesterol. So I take that at night. I take it late at night. I just take the caffeine in the morning, and that seems to do the trick. I have my extensive heart checks and balances, and my heart's great, which I'm really happy. I was expecting to find out I had clogged arteries out the wazoo, but apparently I don't. I'm doing good. Happy about that. My mom lived to 101 and a half, so I have those genes. My dad was 86. I mean, he had a rougher time. He was having a lot of strokes, and it was just it was a constant thing. But he aged well up until that point, and I can't tell you how awesome that was to have my dad, with the gray hair and the wisdom and all that. And he was a dream to take care of. He really was. The problem there was that Mom wanted to be in charge of everything, and she had no idea what was going on. So, as usual, everything was much more difficult. And it was Mom that was the problem. It wasn't my dad. And of course, Ma, when she started to realize she wasn't getting out of that bed anymore, she started to get angry. She was probably angry because she was scared, right? I mean, right? Okay, I pulled into the right parking lot this time. I'm going to do a thing where I can see everybody. And I'm going to pull the thing off, the phone off of here. I'm going to turn you off for a minute. And then I'm going to look at where I might want to go. Sit here and drink my coffee. So here I am. I'm at the dentist parking lot, my hub, and there is a welcome center which looks really fun. But I do that a lot. I feel like doing something different. I'm going to take a right out of here. We're going to go down the road, and I couldn't find like a main street. Looks like Railroad Avenue is what they're using sort of as a center of town, and that goes into Water Street. So I'm going to make a right out of here. I'm going to go down, and we're going to see what we can see. I don't know if I'm going to get out of the car or not, and I might just drive right past there and go to the Welcome Center. But maybe not. All right, so hang on. We'll see what happens. Okay, seems now like we're getting into town. We got the Red Zone Pizzeria going up a hill. I'm pretty sure that I don't know where it is right now. Okay, so I'm going to take a right on Water Street, which is going to turn into Railroad Street. Baseball season. Get your Orioles gear, okay? Let's see what we got here. We got a parking lot and steam pod, laundromat, fireman, barber. That's interesting. Okay, and this isn't really much of it's a federal building. Western Auto. Oh, shit. My mom used to work for them. She works in their warehouse. Okay, so there's a lot of restaurants, USDA Service Center. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those. An actual USDA building, right? Commercial office and apartments. This isn't really a thing. Alright, Sheriff. Sheriff is going to be nice and let me turn around in his parking lot, isn't he? That looks just like a brick building. Nothing, There's a plant sale going on the 25th. I want to go back out tonight. Now you can see the other side of the street. I assure you that I hate that image of the black part of the phone holder that's attached to the window is taking up part of the right of the screen. I'm working on fixing that. But I'm also working on 500 other things too. I am ADHD, and the last 2 days were crazy. Oh my God, like it was, I was both high functioning and all over the place at the same time. It was really weird. I did a lot of things, but I couldn't remember what I was doing a good part of the day. It was crazy. I'm a little bit today, but not nearly like I was the last 2 days. So I'm happy with that. And over here on my left, I've got somebody charging up their car, which is cool. So they have infrastructure. I think we'll go through the light so I can get. Do I want to go that way? Let's make a right. I was going to look around, right? I don't see any place that's good for walking around. I mean, there's a block here and things. Scaffolding. 150 years. Tattoos, breakfast, espresso. Ooh, is this a square? Oh my God, I found a town square. Sure. I'm fine with that. Alright, well, historic courthouse. Can I go and look at historic courthouse? I don't know. Alright, well, 15-minute parking. Alright, I got 15-minute parking. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to go in there and we'll look around. Wow, this turned out to be fun. Okay. I'm glad I made that right turn because that's the direction I came from. And there's a little shop there, law offices. And then we come down here. This is obviously a federal building. I'm not sure what it is because I can't read the engraving on the front of the building. Sorry about that. My hand got weird. Alright, so we're going to come around, and there's this thing right here, one of those. But we have we've got brick buildings all the way around. It's a nice square. It's a nice little place of repose. But over here we have a historic plaque, and this says the courthouse of Queen Anne's County, the oldest courthouse in the continuous use in the state of Maryland. The building was authorized by Acts of Assembly after the removal of the county seat from the Queenstown to Chester Mills, later Centerville. It was erected between 1791 and 1796 on land purchased from Elizabeth Nicholson on her portion of Chesterfield. The estimate the estate of her grandfather, William Swetnam. County Commissioners of Queen Anne's County, 1971. That's cool. And then at the top there, I guess that's the symbol, emblem, icon for Queen Anne's County. So there's that. And we've got old-fashioned light pole. And these flags are just waving in the wind. They're just really, really beautiful. Digging it. So I think we're going to walk around this here. There's a statue there. I'm not sure who that is. Do you think it's Elizabeth Nicholson? All right, let's see. What do we have here? We've got benches. Oh, lots of plaques. Okay, so this was, these are going to be, well, I'm not sure. Usually things like this, these are veterans. That's what this is. This is a Veterans Memorial. And we have here Captain Samuel Turbot Wright, 1748-1810. Maryland 400, Revolutionary War. Second Lieutenant, 7th Independent Company, 1776. Captain 2nd Maryland Regiment, 1776 to 1779. Adjutant General of Maryland, 1807 to 1810. Register of Wills for Queen Anne's County, 1779. Maryland Executive Council, 1780 to 1781. 1783 to 1785. Clerk of the Queen Anne's County Court, 1787 to 1810. Centerville Town of Commissioner, 1796-1805. Following the Battle of Brooklyn, on August 27, 1776, Captain Wright was taken prisoner by the British and held in captivity on a prison ship in the New York harbor. And this is really, really cool. And the reason is because, the reason this is so cool is that I'm going to tell you in another video. I'll probably give you a hint at the end of this one, but it's our 250th anniversary as a nation, even though it's crazy right now. And so yeah, I'm on a quest, and this is really cool. I'm glad I found it. These memorials have been erected by the veterans of Queen Anne's County to honor all Americans who fought and died in their service of the country since the Revolutionary War. And this bench is the Revolutionary War. It's hard to see. It's in a shadow. I can't even read this. Spanish-American War. Oh, these are all the wars. Mexican War. Barbary Wars. What the hell are those? Indian Wars. Alright, so then over here, can I make this wider? Make it bigger. There we go. Let's use that. This is honor World War I in Korea. Valor, World War II, Vietnam. To honor the veterans of Queen Anne's County who served their country in times of war, and especially those who made the supreme sacrifice so that we and future generations may enjoy freedom. Wow. And then we have emblems here that are engraved. Department of the Army. Sorry, Department of the Air Force. Department of the Navy. United States Marine Corps. And Coast Guard. I almost joined the Coast Guard. I almost joined the Navy. I almost went to the Naval Academy. That's another story for another time, though. My grandfather was in World War I. My dad and my uncles were in World War II. My cousin was in Vietnam. We've been one of those kind of families. World War II. Erected by Centerville Lodge 180 AFAM and dedicated to the patriots of Queen Anne's County who served in defense of liberty, justice, and civilization in the World War. And these are These are going to be all of the folks, the local folks that are veterans. They each have a plaque. World War II, Korea, and they're all sort of in order. We're going from Korea to Vietnam. May we always remember our forebears who fought and died for we the living. 1861, war between the states and the Confederacy. 1885, this is Civil War. Wow. 1958, Lebanon. 1988, Grenada. These are really hard to see. I am so sorry that I can't, I'm not giving you a better view. But yeah, right here, for an example, we've got John N. Nutter, that he had problems when he was growing up. February 11th, 1835, July 30th, 1919. COA 34 Regiment, Virginia Infantry, Confederate States of America. Interred Chesterfield Cemetery, Centerville, Maryland. And let's see, we've got another Confederate. I don't see any Union because we're getting into World War II and all those. But this one is Samuel Rowe, 1839 to 1913, CSA Civil War. And CSA is Confederate States of America. So I am pretty astute in large portions of the Civil War. Oh, and here we go. This is a plaque for 9/11. All right, let me see if I can read this. National Tragedy, September 11th, 2001. We all remember where we were when that happened. This memorial plaque is dedicated to all those Americans who gave their lives as a result of the tragic terrorist attack on the World Trade Center towers, New York City, the Pentagon, Washington, D.C., and Somerset County, Pennsylvania. May they always be remembered and forever rest in peace. This is really a very cool and intricate and well thought out memorial. It's one of the better ones I think that I've ever seen. And it was erected, in 1992. What do we got on this side? I just realized there's a whole bunch on this side too. Here we got a Purple Heart. John Van Willis III. That's a Purple Heart, right? I mean, it doesn't look like a Purple Heart, but I think that's, yeah, okay. What do we have here? Here we go, Union Army. Just on the other side, right? So Osborne E. Palmer. April 23rd, 1841, January 27th, 1878, Union Army Civil War, interred Chesterfield Cemetery, Chesterville, Maryland. And then we've got, I'm not sure what BRBT stands for, but I know Brig is Brigadier General William Jackson Palmer, 1836-1909, 15th Century Volunteer Cavalry, Union Army Civil War, Congressional Medal of Honor. Wow. So we've got some Civil War stuff here, which is pretty interesting. We've got another, what I think is a Purple Heart. I've got people screaming at the screen probably, and I'm sorry. In the comments, tell me whether or not that symbolizes a Purple Heart. Okay, so we got, there's a lot of veterans, a lot of local veterans. And here again, this is hard to read too. This is World War II. Okay, this is the World War II, Korea, Vietnam, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names there. Original World War I, 1992, erected. We have all the way over here on the end. War of 1812. Wow. Let's read one. Let's read this one. Major Nathan Baynard, January 21st, 1776 to October 15th, 1825. War of 1812. Wow, he was born the year our country became a thing. 35th Battalion Browns Brigade interred Relief Farm, and that's in quotes, Queen Anne's County. Ooh, look at this one. U.S. Army Light Dragoons. That's Major Clinton Wright, 24th February 1818, War of 1812. And 1st Rifle Regiment, U.S. Army, Fort Erie and Fort McHenry, commanding officer, Colonel Jacob Hinman. Wow, it's cool. All right, let's move on from here. Now, okay, that's where the plaque was, and that's my car, actually, right? And then now we're behind the memorial, and this is a great big arc that goes around, half circle, and it's a little bit easier to read that actually from here, but my eyes still aren't that good. But I tried to do a decent, you know, overview. How about that? Queen Anne. Get the hell out of here. Really? Queen Anne, 1665 to 1714. And I would say that the statue is of a royal person, a queen, in fact. Check it out. I don't know if you can see that. Can I zoom in on that? She's got a crown and her scepter. What is the scepter for? Is that supposed to be like a magic wand or something? I've never understood that. But yeah, here we go. Queen Anne's County. In 1631, William Claiborne established the first settlement in Maryland, a fort and a trading post on Kent Island, the westernmost part of Queen Anne's County. On April 18th, 1706, during the reign of Queen Anne, the county received its name from the colonial House of Delegates, to which it sent its first delegate on September 12th, 1708. The county seat, first located in Queenstown, was moved to Centerville circa 1784. And yeah, there we go. Whoop! And then, right, she's in her chair, seated. She seems to be smiling. Okay, and over here we got Commissioners of Queen Anne's County, Leonard E. Smith, President, Julius Grollman, John M. Ashley Jr., George W. Aldridge Jr., Administrator, Judge of the Circuit Court, B. Hackett Turner Jr., Commissioner of Centerville, William J. Tolson, President Daniel T. Cannon, F. Dudley Benton, Sculptor of the statue. Oh yes, Elizabeth Gordon Chandler. This was sculpted by a woman. That's the only way to really make sure that a woman is properly portrayed, in my opinion. All right, and on the final side, this statue was unveiled. Can you see it? I'm having a hard time seeing the screen, boy. This statue was unveiled and dedicated on June 18th, 1977 by Her Royal Highness, the Princess Anne of England, in the presence of a distinguished company of officials and citizens of the county and the state and the nation, and from overseas. The statue was unveiled and dedicated by Her Royal Highness. She was here? Is that what that means? Or that it was dedicated to her? I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Comments, write in the comments. I'll have to Google this because now I'm wondering. Alright. And she has flowers all around her. Very, very cool. I wonder if I've been here 15 minutes yet. And this is the historic courthouse. Can I get it all in one shot? I can. You can tell that it's old. Look at the bricks. Bricks are crazy. I like the dragon up there at the top on the symbol there. Looks nice. I don't see any. Oh, there's a plaque over there. How about if we go, sorry, if we go over here, benches, and gorgeous brickwork. I mean, it's not awesome. It's cobblestoney, but it's fun. We got two plaques here. Start with this one on the right. Ooh, okay, it's a guide map thing. No orbit class 4. Wow. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, they got it in there. All right, explore our history and heritage. Queen Anne's County Courthouse, and that is the courthouse there. And let's see, Queen Anne's County Courthouse. In Queen Anne's County's Jesus God, ADHD, take me away. The Queen Anne's County Courthouse was built between 1792 and 1794. Still in use today. It is the oldest continuously used courthouse in Maryland. In 1876, the entire building was enlarged to the rear and the wings raised to two full stories, resulting in the interesting combination of late 18th century and Victorian period details. Note the carved gold eagle. That's the one I was talking about. In the pediment in front of the building and the double heavy doors beneath it. A sharp eye will detect the iron shutters on the room once used by the county clerk. These shutters and a vault door on the interior safeguard county records that extend back to 1706. Be sure to look at the statue of Queen Anne. Okay. England's ruler from 1702 to 1714 and namesake of the county. Donated to the county by philanthropist Arthur Houghton, founder of the Y Institute, and dedicated in 1977 in the presence of HRH Princess Anne. It is the only known statue of Queen Anne outside of England. Oh, and also if you're interested in being here, to get your free copy of the guide map, call 188-400-RSV, Historic Sites Consortium of Queen Anne's County. So, sounds like there's other places I need to see while I'm here. And then this plaque, Queen Anne's County, 1706. And, okay, I don't know if you can see this. I want to read it to you. It's, we sincerely appreciate the support of the following individuals and memorials that assist us in the installation of the boxwood on Courthouse Square. Boxwood, is that trees? Are they boxwoods? I'm not sure. Crow would know. You can see that it's very shiny and yeah, we've got some in memories. We've got Anonymous. We've got the Garden Club, the Bank of Maryland. You know, it's just people that sponsor it, and probably it's updated. So there's a good view on. They said they expanded it to the back, and so let's see what that looks like, because this is obviously the architecture of the early 1700s. But when the other section was added, it was much later. So. Get out any further in this? Nope, sorry. That's as far as I can go. And yeah, the path continues. And there's buildings on the left, okay? There's the whole block goes down. That's got to be historic up there on the front, the one with the clock on top. What time is that? Oh, I thought it was after 2, which means I'm late picking up Crow. Alright, so this was the back, I guess, that was added. Now, I don't see the Victorian details. Looks the same back here to me as it does up there. But there is another plaque, little section, little reflecting place over here. I'm gonna go walk all the way around the block, right there. So I'm gonna go past that, see what it is, and then go around the other side, walk all the way around the building, right? Probably just in time to get to the front to watch them towing my car away. Or giving me a ticket. Oh my god. Alright. This has been a really fun thing. What is that? Okay, I wanted to say across the street here here that it's a fire department, but it's not. I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, so over here we have the reflecting seats. POWMIA. You are not forgotten. And you definitely are not forgotten. May this monument always remind us of the services made by the POWMIA so that we will always live in freedom. Lions Club of Centerville, Maryland. This memorial plaque is dedicated to those members of the Lions Club of Centerville who served in the armed forces of the United States of America and returned home to serve their community in the ideals of freedom and liberty for which they fought. May we always remember the contribution that they made toward the betterment of the town of Centerville. The Lions Club of Centerville, May 30th, 2000. And then we have 1947, 50th anniversary memorial. That's 47. That's going to be for real, right? We remember Bay Ridge County Moose, 831. To honor the POWMIA of all wars. Veterans of Foreign Wars Grayson Memorial Post 7464 and 1947 Lions Club of Centerville. American Legion Inc. Kent Island Post 278. And alright, see if I can get up here out of the sun. You might be. I don't know if that I can't see the screen, so I don't know if that picture is coming in. But there's a picture of James Olin Pippin Jr. 1925 to 2011. We honor Jim Pippin for his devoted service to the community and its citizens. He was a graduate of Centerville High School, class of 1942, veteran of the U.S. Army, World War II, member of the American Legion, charter member of the Lions Club of Centerville, Maryland, Centerville businessman, Queen Anne's County proprietor, CEO, chairman of the board, and president of the Centerville National Bank of Maryland, president of the Maryland Bankers Association from 1983 to 1984, member of St. Paul's Episcopal Church, as well as many other local organizations. We honor Jim's life and his commitment to his family and friends and community. Jim will be remembered, courtesy of CNB. There you go, James. You're immortal. Alright. So, I just want to swing around and say anything on the back. Oh, yeah. The Lions Club, International, Centerville National Bank, VFW Kent Memorial Post 652. I don't know what the 40 over the 8. Voiture 1371. Okay. Farmers Bank of Maryland, Macron Inc., QA County Garden Club. Wow. Queen Anne's really has an active garden club, don't they? I don't know. So, we have another corner. This is just right off the square. There is a firehouse. So this one maybe was one? I'm not sure. But the other building really reminds me. Okay, so now we're on the other side of the courthouse. And there's a big wall here. Don't you wonder what's on the other? Oh, there's a hole. Let's look through the hole. Here we go. It's just their oil tank. It's where they keep all their things that look unattractive, and therefore we wall them in so nobody will see them. My car is still there, and it does not appear to have a ticket on it, and no tow trucks are anywhere near it, so I think I did okay. Especially since I'm going to get in it now. So yeah, I don't see a difference in architecture. I mean, the windows are a little different, maybe? I don't know. And we're going to head back. I really like that bell. Can't see it. I think it's right there. Right. That, I like it. And that makes me think that that's Firehouse. I don't know what the Firehouse vibe is here, but I'm digging it. And now we got the... Is that a boxwood? What's a boxwood? I don't even know. All right, so walking down the path, going back to the car, and I've shown you everything. Yeah, there's the sweeping. There's the other side, the view from the other side of the courthouse here in Centerville, Maryland. And yeah. Okay, I'm back at the dentist in the parking lot and just realized that that ring on the back of the phone was not taped down, so there's a little bit of rattling. Fortunately, I did a lot of stopping and reading, so it's not that bad. Kicking myself in the butt for that. But before I sign off, I promised you a hint of why the Revolutionary War part of the memorial was hitting me at this particular time. Is because we are we're within our 250th birthday year here in the United States of America. And I was at the library yesterday and got in line to check out behind somebody, and it was just enough time for me to pick up this, which is the Wycomico County 250 America 250 Challenge, and it is basically a checklist of books and documentaries. And what you do is you check off the ones that you read. It's running from April 1st until June 30th. Now I just got in on yesterday, which is April 13th. So yeah, I'm gonna miss about 2 weeks, and I'm probably gonna really wish I had those 2 weeks when I get to the end. But it's revolutionary reads, which I'm not that good at. I know more modern history. I know the Civil War pretty good. Gettysburg especially, because I lived there. Gettysburg, the battlefield is my church. I mean, especially after a new fallen snow. Oh my God, no people are there, just me. Okay, so, but when it comes to the revolution, I will start to read something or watch something, and in 5 minutes, my eyes roll back into my head. So I never pursued it because I was like, it's boring, even though I have ancestors that fought in it. I don't know why. But anyway, we're going to get into that in another video. So the 250 Challenge has different categories. Revolutionary reads, which, as I said, I need to catch up on. There's a Civil War era. I might skip that. I might not. There's Maryland in the Civil War. That's a small one. I've seen it. I don't know. We'll see. And then civil rights titles. I'm actually good at civil rights because that's part of the 1960s, and I'm good at that. And then we have Chesapeake. This is Freedom, Maryland Cocktails. It's food and it's local culture, and then documentaries. So I picked up this by Rick Atkinson. The British Are Coming, and this is part 1 of a 3-volume set, of which the first 2 are on the list, but I figured it was a good one to start with. It is a very thick book, and it does not have big old words either, so it's going to be a read. It's filled with pictures and maps and all kinds of cool stuff, so I'm enjoying it a lot so far, even though I'm not out of the prologue yet. So far, nobody's even come to attack us yet. Alright, so, anyway, with the documentaries, I got this one on the bottom, Founding Fathers, and it is a course set. It is done by, they're half-hour episodes. I think there's 36 of them, 86 of them, I don't know. And it's a lecture by a professor, and watched the first 2. It's really, really enjoyable. I'll tell you more about that as we go on. But yeah, there's all sorts of documentaries there. Honestly, I'm not interested in the prize, because the prize for me is bunkering down and making myself in an awesome time to find out how we got here in a little more detail. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm doing The British Are Coming. I got a bunch of different books, including Artemis by the guy that did Project Hail Mary, because I thought that would be fun. But I picked up the graphic novel section, which is a new section there, and they have it laid out beautifully. I mean, they've always had graphic novels, but not in a section like this. I got this graphic novel. World Citizen Comics did this. It's What Unites Us. And I thought it would be interesting, especially since it's taken from Dan Rather's book, which I read, by the way. So it's a historical graphic comic, and I am enjoying every second of that as well. So I got Artemis. I also got Ghost of Maryland or something, and I'll look through that. There isn't really anything else I got that's going to take large amounts of time to read. You know, I can flip through them in an afternoon or two. So, with that said, I guess this is the end of the video. So yeah, I am Creeps McDamned, reminding you that at the end of the day, we are all Americans. We all kiss our kids goodnight. We all cuddle up to the ones we love. So please be kind. Everybody out there is your brother. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, Creeps